This is the story of how a marriage between two people created a multi-million-dollar e-commerce store almost by accident overnight. So in 1980, this guy David met a girl called Brenda. They then ended up dating and living together until much later on David decided he was going to propose. So he came up with the idea of proposing using a candle. So the idea was simple. David bought a candle and melted it down and put a ring in the middle of it. So when it was completely set, the ring would be hidden. And that is where the idea for diamond candles was born. Now in the year 2011, the brand Diamond Candles was launched by David and Brenda. They ended up building a very basic version of their product, but this is really where the genius comes in, because they built in an addictive system. The catch was every candle that you bought would contain a ring, but the value of the ring would change. There was no guarantee the ring that you bought would be worth $5,000, but there was always the chance that it could be, and this led to a huge spike in viral marketing and an addictive buying behavior. Not only this, but it gave a potential for very high value to the customers. So I'm trying to find their original post, and I think they actually started their marketing using Facebook. So I've gone onto their Facebook page back in 2011, and you can see just how much engagement they were getting. It wasn't huge right at the start. Now David was very specific on trying to build a long-term loyal brand audience. So if you're building a brand or an e-commerce store, I'm actually doing a live e-commerce case study. The link is down below in the description. It's totally free. Go ahead and register, and you're also going to get a free course if you come along to that as well. But how did David actually launch this brand, and what was the first promotion they ever did to get their first customers? Here we have it. Hello world, we are Diamond Candles and we are ready for you. A ring worth $10, $100, $1,000 or $5,000 in every earth-friendly all-natural soy candle. Are you ready for us? They haven't even launched the product yet by the looks of it, right? What does it even actually look like? People are basically just trying to guess what this is going to actually look like. One of the things that allowed them to grow so quickly was doubling down on this idea of lottery, showing people that there was the chance that they could win $5,000 worth of jewelry if they bought a candle. Again, this is incredibly smart, right? These candles smell better than any candle I've ever smelled, and all the rings are beautiful, especially the $5,000 ones. One thing that David and Brenda completely nail is teasing the audience. They haven't yet launched their product, but they're gradually releasing images to show them what it's going to look like, which leads to a buying frenzy on launch. Finally, they post a series of images showing off the products, and within a matter of minutes, sales come flooding in. So this is like the first proper advert. Head on over to diamondcandles.com to check out our website, Order Your Candles. We are live. And here we go. They now have a link to the product. This is one I just ordered. So finally, they're starting to get their first orders. Suddenly they're making sales, but now David and Brenda have a problem. They need to show their customers that there is the chance that they're going to win thousands of dollars worth of rings if they purchase a candle, which is where they start a customer review program. 24th of February, second part, Diamond Candle Review. Okay, so within about 10 days of launch, they've got their first review 13 years ago. And this is where Diamond Candles actually starts to find problems in their product. Very pretty ring, lovely review. Most of the others are awful. So they bulk ordered hundreds of rings and hundreds of candles. Now each ring was individually wrapped and embedded into the candles during the manufacturing process. One of the reasons this brand took off so quickly is because they lent into the fact that you can win a really expensive ring. They had essentially created a gambling mentality within their customer base, and because they had to bulk order many of these rings at the start, they were significantly lower quality than what customers were expecting. People are actually drawn into the high value, the potential that they could win a $10,000 ring by just spending $20 or $30 on a product. Okay, so I've just found a ring reveal where somebody 12 years ago, Facebook post 21st of October 2011, we received a lot of great videos of our do a video review and get a free candle promotion. David and Brenda clearly realized that the importance to building a long-term brand is trust and using their community to scale that brand. And this is the really cool, this is like the live action of her actually pulling the ring out of the candle.
Hi, so this is my first diamond candle, and I've been burning it for about 10 to 15 hours, and you can kind of see here where it's starting to actually reveal the ring. This is my ring. Wow. So that is quite lovely, and I'm very excited. Yay!
So right at the start of that review, the customer says that she's been burning that candle for 10 to 15 hours before she's even seen the ring, which just teases the outcome even more. From the second that candle arrives at the house, there's not that instant gratification, and it makes the process addictive. Some people are getting hair dryers onto these things, some people are actually getting blow torches onto the candles so they can just burn through to find the ring because they're that excited to see whether they've won a $5,000 ring. This image here just goes to show how much time is spent on building a loyal audience. This one customer has ordered 6 different rings, and it got to the point where they actually seem to have created a ring swap page. There was such a desire for these rings that customers were actually trading them. They had created a mini market outside of their business where people were sharing and trading these rings, upgrading and swapping them out for other ones. This is really cool, right? So somebody has actually opened or burnt a candle, they found a ring that is potentially 14 karat gold. They are sharing it on the Facebook page. The one thing I've noticed hugely about this specific case study is the focus on branding and experience. So many of you guys building or scaling an e-commerce store are focused solely on the marketing and not on the experience and the brand. So they're so close to 10,000 fans, and this is like right at the start of March, okay, 26th of March 2011. In literally the space of 1 month, they've gone from 1,000 fans to 10,000 fans. So they're starting to bring on a lot of customers now, but they run into another problem. They have been pushing the fact that you can win a $5,000 ring so hard, because as that happens, you start to create a feeding frenzy. As one customer posts a photo of them receiving a $2,500 ring, everybody else in the community feels like they've missed an opportunity, so jumps onto the website to get their next candle in the hopes that that will be the next winning lottery ticket. And this has been great so far to grow the brand, but it's not particularly sustainable, and it's incredibly volatile. So you start to get people complaining, saying that the rings that they're getting from their products are significantly lower value and very, very poor quality. And this is a huge problem for them because they need to make sure that customers are actually enjoying the experience more than customers are using it as a gambling system to try and make money from their own business. So what do David and Brenda do? Well, they're now at the tipping point of their business. How can they actually continue to scale it without the whole thing coming crashing down? And this is exactly what I go through down below, guys, on the free training. So it gets to a point where they need to switch up their business model. Each customer gets a ring reveal slip. That ring reveal slip is like a golden ticket. It gives them the opportunity to win another ring worth $100, $1,000 or $5,000. Now this is incredibly key because it adds to the gamification element without promising every single ring is going to be worth $5,000. So what actually happened and how much money did they make from this? Well, we saw that within the first couple of months they got to 2,500 fans and about 10,000 fans within the first 4 months. And at their peak, it is reported they were generating over $1 million in monthly sales, driven basically just exclusively by their viral marketing. Now, I know a lot of you will be interested in scaling your e-commerce brand by using the strategies these guys used. So if you have an e-commerce brand and you're looking to scale, if you click the link in the description or up here in the cards, I am doing a free live training where I am doing a case study on how I scaled an e-commerce store to $100,000 per month in revenue using tactics just like these. The link is down below. Go ahead and click on that link, put in your email and you can register. We can get on a live call. You can ask me any questions. There's a live chat. So make sure you go ahead and register for that. If you do that, I will also send you a free course. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one.